This is Radio Romania International. You are listening to our 1-hour broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and Africa. We can also be heard on the internet at www.ri.ro, Channel 1. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and other social media platforms. Our programs are also available on TuneIn, Radio Romania International 1, and in Europe via satellite Eutelsat 16A on 11,512 MHz, vertical polarization, azimuth 16 degrees east. We wish you good reception conditions.
Hello, I'm your host, Elena Yanake, bringing you the news. But first, let's take a quick look at the weather picture. It's nice and warm across the country, with maximum temperatures ranging from 12 to 24 degrees Celsius. The noon reading in Bucharest was 23 degrees. And now the news, the headlines. The Bucharest government will pass an order next week as regards cutting public expenditure. Celebrations occasioned by the coronation of King Charles III continue across the UK. CSM Bucharest is up against Team Ashburn today on home turf in the quarterfinals of the Women's Champions League in handball. Festivities occasioned by the coronation of King Charles III of Britain and Northern Ireland and his wife Camilla continue today across the UK with street parties. The main event of the day is a concert at Windsor Castle, which is expected to be attended by 20,000 people. King Charles and Queen Camilla were crowned at Westminster Abbey in London on Saturday before 2,300 guests and millions of spectators all over the world. King Charles was anointed with holy oil, symbolizing the sacred nature of his rule, was vested with an imperial mantle, and the ancient crown of St. Edward was placed onto his head. Among the many heads of state and government, kings and queens and members of the extended British royal family were also Princess Margareta, custodian of the Crown of Romania, and Prince Consort Radu, as well as Romanian President Klaus Iohannis. 3 festive days are underway in the UK. King Charles, former Prince of Wales until the age of 74, took over the throne of Great Britain and Northern Ireland after the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in September last year. The Romanian media describes King Charles as a great friend of Romania, which he has constantly visited in the last 20 years. King Charles has helped preserve and popularize traditions and customs in Transylvania. He also owns a number of properties in Romania. Superbet Chess Classic Romania 2023, the first leg of the Grand Chess Tour 2023, is underway in Bucharest and will end on May 15. Total prizes are worth $350,000. The competition brings together the world's best chess players. Representing Romania are Bogdan Deac, 21 years old, ranking 39th in the world, and Richard Rapport, 27 years old, ranking 13 in the world. Born in Hungary, Rapport transferred last fall on the list of the Romanian Chess Federation, which he has been representing ever since. On Saturday, the first day of the competition, the game between Bogdan Deac and world number 7 Fabiano Caruana ended in a draw, while the game between Rapport and World Championship finalist Ian Napomniachtchi also ended in a draw. The Bucharest government will next week pass an emergency order on reducing public spending, Liberal Prime Minister Nicolae Ciucă and Social Democrat leader Marcel Ciolacu announced. The ordinance should be completed on Monday during a meeting of the ruling coalition put out for public debate and been approved by the government. Ciolacu gave assurances again this would not be an austerity order that diminishes salaries or pensions. In turn, Prime Minister Ciucă said additional taxation of high incomes was also ruled out. Romanian boxer Flavius Bia won the vacant IBA World Champion belt in the middleweight category after defeating Argentinian Juan José Velasco on points on Friday evening in a 12-round match in a professional gala held in Mioveni, Romania. Although dominated by the South American, Bia was seen as the winner by the two judges, while the third saw Velasco as best athlete. Bia, aged 33, has thus become the fifth Romanian professional boxing world champion after Mihai Leu, Leonard Doroftei, Lucian Bute and Adrian Diaconu. GSM Bucharest started day playing at home at Sala Polivalentă in Bucharest against the Danish side Team Iceberg in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-finals. GSM, while the Romanian vice-champions, have to win by at least 5 goals, as they lost away 32-28. The other two quarter-finals will see Győr playing Odense and Metz playing Ferencváros, with Győr and Metz considered the favorites as they won the first leg. The other Romanian representative playing in the Champions League quarter-finals, Rapid Bucharest, were defeated away on Saturday by the Norwegian side Vipers Kristianstad, the winner of the last year's edition of the league. And that was the news.